But it's always interesting meeting people who are not wearing shoes and never have, and their foot type is very triangular. So they have a narrow heel and splaying toes, which you'll have to forgive me, and it is a sort of a plug, but it isn't. Is that we really don't. We got these yoga sandals, and you might remember these yoga sandals, but these are ones where you can put your whole toes through it. And I got these originally. I've had these made especially in different colors, but these are as close to barefoot with the all-important safety bit that you can get. And we do sell them on our website. Achilles tendon problems are, the word pandemic is inappropriate, but I'm going to clutch onto it. Everyone's affected by tendon problems as we get older and walk on hard, flat surfaces so very much. Which just goes back to the barefoot thing, and it goes back to these yoga sandals I did, because at the end of the Achilles tendon is the plantar fascia tendon. And if you imagine human anatomy, whenever you look at it, is just wondrous. But if you imagine we are held up by two amazing handprints, and the heel of the plantar fascia inserts into the tips of our fingers, which is just brilliant. And that's what you need to stretch out. You need to stretch out that whole L that goes from the back of your knee down the Achilles and through to the tips of your toes. And you do that by, when you're walking up a hill, you want to extend your strength, your stride, so that you're stretching out that whole Achilles. And when you're coming down a hill, and this is really important, you don't want to come down stiff as if you're about to fall. You want to come down, and this is from my Camino days, with the supple sachet. You want to slightly bend your knees, and you want to take your hands, I'm going to do this in my hands, slightly transverse, and come down a bit lolloping. And what that does is it opens up your tendons and makes things a lot more supple. And then in that way, you're going to stop injuring that Achilles tendon, which then gives you this chronic heel pain. Because one thing we know about plantar fasciitis and heel pain is that it's really painful. It's chronic inflammation of the plantar fascia, and it hurts. And it hurts classically first thing in the morning. You warm up, you get going. Wearing a high heel shoe, like my trustees, this type of block, and gentlemen, you can, I'm going to bring you into this conversation, you can wear 1/4 of an inch heel, that will help. But really, I'm learning that as a podiatrist, we can do steroid injections, we can put you on enforced Achilles tendon stretches, etc., etc. But if all of us supple sachet down a hill and increased our stride going up the hill, we would be opening up these tendons and making these tendons much more supple. And in that way, you're going to be preventing this. And that's just so important.
I love that.
Going back to the original, barefoot, toes go out, they don't go in, okay? That's the simple thing. And bunions, hammer toes, the glamorous side of life, very interesting.